Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Frank's on holiday soon. Is this your last show before you go on holiday, Frank, or are you here one more time? What's today, Thursday?
Yes. No. I'm the last. It was going to be the last time, and after I'm going to have 10 days. And I'm going to Spain. I'm going to Sevilla and Cadix. That would be nice.
Oh, very nice, mate. Very nice. Enjoy yourself.
All right.
Ali, you just come back from the beach?
Yes,
obviously.
I did.
Enjoying a lovely tan?
Yes, did you hear the story? I had to wear a bucket hat.
I heard, yeah,
yes,
that you burnt your head.
The top of my head has been peeling.
The sun would not notice?
I just didn't even think about it, to be honest with you.
Well,
yes, it was very dumb.
I'm surprised it broke through.
Very dumb.
This is a good question, actually, Frank. Will Trent Alexander-Arnold regret leaving Liverpool considering the additions to their squad?
I don't think so, because I'm not sure he would have played. With all due respect for his talent and his career with Liverpool, I think maybe Slot wanted to go to something else. And I think he's very happy to have fulfilled one of his dreams. I mean, when you're a football player, you want to play for Real Madrid. Again, I was saying during the show that if Liverpool became the first club in the world, let's say the biggest, the strongest one, Real Madrid was 2 years ago the biggest, and soon it's going to come back because Real Madrid always comes back. So no, it cannot be a regret. When you sign for Real Madrid, I mean, you're so proud of wearing that shirt, so I don't think he has regrets.
Regrets?
No, I think this is a personal decision based upon his own personal aspirations and dreams. And when you're following your heart,
oh, lovely.
You can never go wrong.
Oh, isn't that beautiful? Beautiful sentiments there from Ali.
We have a poet.
Who you think is just full of heart. Yes. Frank, yes. Ekitike hasn't been able to break through the deep French attack for appearances yet. What's his outlook ahead? Where does he fit for France?
Wow, that's a hard question. I'm not sure I understood what he means for that. I mean, when he to play with the national team?
Yes. Why doesn't he play for the national team more? What does he have to do?
Well, he will have. Well, you know, we have many talents at front, and it's hard to find a room. And even if some of them are not the players we are expecting to be, and I'm talking again about Mbappe, we all know how talented he is and what we can expect and what we are expecting from him. Mostly, it's very hard for Ekitike, to expect anything right now. He has one very good year with Eintracht Frankfurt, and now he will have to prove again. But if he keep on scoring goals for Liverpool, he have good games every week in, week out, he's gonna go. He's gonna go with France because he's gonna be on the front page. Everybody's gonna see him, and Deschamps will be forced to take him because his talent will be shown to the world.
Ali, you said Messi would play in the MLS All-Star game. What happened?
Well, I did say that if Messi played, he would play a ceremonial role. Basically, he would show up, play for about 5-10 minutes, wave, and goodbye, take care. And the reason I mentioned that as a possibility is because it's what we have seen in the past in Major League Soccer with stars like David Villa and Thierry Henry and this guy and the other guy, that they would show up, play 10 minutes, some of them will not even stay until the end of the game. They go shower and get in a direct flight back to wherever they were coming from. That's how ceremonial their appearances were. And so I thought that this would be potentially a possibility for Lionel Messi and that MLS would do everything in their power to make that happen. Because as we discussed in the show, and as you so eloquently put it, this was an all-star game without the star.
It was interesting in Don Garber's quote, he was referring to him as Leo.
Yeah,
as if
that
they were changed. Do you think Messi knows Don Garber from a lineup?
Yeah, see that, but that in itself is cringy. That in itself is it's. Look, you're the commissioner of the league. Don't. Leo, he's not your boy. Yeah. He's not your friend. Now, and this is not a relationship based on years and years of knowing each other. And we have built this sort of relationship in which I'm going to call you Leo. Not quite the case. Lionel Messi, again, as I mentioned in the show, he is here for a purpose and a purpose that satisfies his needs, not the needs of Major League Soccer. And he doesn't owe anything to Major League Soccer either, which is something that people somehow have a difficult time understanding. He's under contract, he's getting paid to do a job, he's doing his job for Inter Miami. Part of the contract may be the fact that he gets chosen to an All-Star game and he gets to make that choice as to whether he wants to go or not. And if he gets fined, he'll take the fine as well. And I'm sure that he can afford it.
Cringy.
Cringy. It is very cringy.
Do you want to hear a cringy story from me?
Go ahead.
So obviously when I worked for Real Madrid, Beckham was there.
Uh-huh.
And then maybe when I was trying to impress people out and about,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, what's Beckham like? And I purposely go, oh, David, he's such a nice guy. Oh, I'm sorry, world. I'm sorry.
Wow,
sorry.
you're the Don Garber of Real
I'm
Madrid.
the Don Garber of Real Madrid TV.
But why, Dan?
Because it made it like we had some sort of familiar relationship.
And did you?
But no, of course not. Of course we didn't have a relationship. I interviewed him once or twice. He would know who I was. But for some reason, I thought the ladies might like it.
Yeah, all right.
They didn't.
Okay.
Right. Given the squad depth that Liverpool and Arsenal have added, are City likely to be chasing not just Liverpool, but Arsenal as well this season? Frank?
Well, yeah, they can because Rodri is coming back. If he goes back to his best, yeah, I want to believe that it's possible. They're going to maybe try to be better defensively, and you can trust Guardiola because Guardiola is still one of the best coaches in the world to find the chemistry that he needs, that he lost last season, to make sure that he can cope with Liverpool and Arsenal. It's going to be tight, it's going to be tricky and difficult to cope with, but it's possible. Yeah, football is football, and we have seen so many things in the world that it's been shown to the world that how come? I remember Montpellier or Lille. What was Lille? Yeah, winning the Ligue 1 against Paris Saint-Germain.
Yes.
And they were far away.
You could bring
from
up Leicester,
them. So,
maybe, as a league that people watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Leicester, Blackburn also,
Yes.
when they won Blackburn at my time, when they won the league with Shearer.
Yeah.
That was another time, but whatever. Yeah.
I think City are in trouble. I think defensively they haven't made any sort of additions to that, and they were rubbish last season defensively, and that's the end of that.
Okay.
They're done.
Thank you, Dan.
David said so.
Yes, yes, he did. Absolutely, he did. Oh, David.
For Frank, do you think Rashford...
What Pep said. Do you know Pep? Do you know what Pep said or not?
Pep would talk to me. For Frank, do you think Rashford will perform well enough at Barcelona for them to make the deal permanent?
Well, the thing, in order to perform, you will have to play. And according to what I know, he's going to be a sub. So, yeah, he will have some time to play. And he's talented. If he's Marcus Rashford, and if we talk about him, it's because we have seen what he's capable of doing. But it was like 3 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. So it's possible. He has the talent for that, and I wish him the best because we want to see the best Rashford we have seen, and I know it's possible. But his time on the field will be short, and therefore he will have to be very sharp and ready, confident, and making sure he's going to work hard. You know what? There is a picture. Ruud Gullit showed a picture that Marcus Rashford has a tattoo of Ruud Gullit on his thighs, on the side, and Ruud Gullit was saying, "Oh, thank you, what a nice tattoo." And I answered to Ruud Gullit and I say, "You know what? It's normal. You're a legend, and you deserve that." But the problem is, I think Rashford doesn't know how much you have to work to deserve a tattoo from another player. And I don't know if one day in the future, some players will have a tattoo of Rashford. I doubt about it.
Wow, are there many people with tattoos of Frank Leboeuf? They must be around, Frank.
No, somebody, I have to say, somebody tattooed my name on his butt. So
Well, there you go.
yeah, very nice.
There
But he put an 11 team on his behind, you know, that was very strange.
Yes.
And I'm happy, I'm on the side, I play fullback. I'm happy, I'm very happy.
Okay, that's all right.
I mean, I wanted to ask about the location of the
Okay.
top
I know,
two, but we're just going to move on.
Erling Haaland, Ali, is the odds-on favourite to win the Golden Boot, just above Salah. What outsider has the best chance to take it? So let's take Haaland and Salah out of the equation.
What the outsider would need to be, if Arsenal wants to win this thing, Jokic.
Yeah.
He would be the outsider. And they're going to need, and we have had this discussion in the past, they're going to need that level of productivity in order for Arsenal to have a chance to win this thing. I don't think it's going to happen. And what other outsider would be? If Isak ends up going to Liverpool, then they're going to split the goals. Salah.
Did you see yesterday's show? Shaka and Stevie had a bet. Ekitike, Stevie said, would score more goals than João Pedro.
Oh. And what was the bet?
$50.
Stevie's like that these days?
I know. He was very
He's letting go of $50 like that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Who would you have in that?
I think that's dependent upon whether Liverpool get Isak or not.
Yeah.
And if they don't, I think I'll take Ekitike. But if they do, then where do you fit Ekitike into the starting lineup?
In the Carabao Cup.
Okay, so that's not enough goals to overtake João Pedro, right?
Yep. Frank, last question. Start, bench, or drop these Spanish defenders. Carlos Puyol, Sergio Ramos, Fernando Hierro.
My God. If Puyol and Ramos were kind of the same player, fighting spirit, dirty kind of players, Fernando Hierro was he was an elegant player, like Laurent Blanc, I would say, like maybe Franz Beckenbauer. So it's difficult to he was a less good defender per se than the two others. I will put Puyol first because that guy was so dedicated to FC Barcelona. The way he was working hard, the way he was taking the players who were teasing the fans, blah, blah, blah. He was a real leader, the real skipper of Barcelona, and I loved. Then I have to put Ramos because Ramos is from another generation, a little bit younger than Puyol, but still belonging to the generation of players that I've known. Hard, kind of dirty, and really giving 100%. I have to go for Fernando the last because he wasn't a defender like the two others, and I love to play with real defender. I almost signed for Real Madrid. I was about to sign for Real Madrid because Real Madrid didn't want Sanchez anymore, and I had to sign with Hierro, playing with Hierro. And I knew that Hierro and I were kind of the same players, and I didn't want to be associated to that kind of player. Like when I played with Laurent Blanc, it was tricky because we weren't good defenders enough. So it's why I picked the two others. Fernando Hierro was a masterpiece when he had the ball, like Laurent Blanc. They felt the game. They were kind of midfielders, different kind of players, fantastic. But defenders, it wouldn't suit me, so I choose the two others.
Oh, nice one, Frank. Nice how you made that story about yourself.
Somehow.
Yep.
I think the definition of the defender position there, I think, is the one that probably takes Fernando Hierro out of this discussion, simply because Fernando Hierro at times played as a midfielder, and even for the national team, there were times in which he played as a midfielder. He was that sort of holding, elegant midfielder that would set the pace and the tempo of the game for Spain. In the latter part of his career, he then became a defender, and he wasn't a hands-on defender. He was, again, we're going to play. I'm elegant. I'm going to read the game, but I'm not a guy who's going to get in a physical battle. That was never his style. Now, if I were putting a team together, I'm picking Fernando Hierro above the other two.
Right.
But as it pertains to this particular question, I say the same order as Frank. Puyol, Sergio Ramos.
The big goals that Ramos scored, the key times, the resume.
Yes, but it's easy to forget. It's easy to forget the unnecessary red cards, the lack of discipline.
It was worth it, though. Worth it. Look at it.
Well, look, we're talking about historic players for Spain. No, I'm not putting them behind me and you playing in the back line. Yeah. I'm saying Carles Puyol. Carles Puyol was the missing piece from a defensive point of view for Barcelona.
Yeah.
And that personality, not only for Barcelona, but for the national team as well, made a difference and made this team allow Iniesta, allow Xavi to do the things that they did because they knew they had a guy in that back line that would lead the back line and would lead this team defensively.
I think I would say Ramos, because when I was in Madrid, me and Sergio had quite a
There he is.
ESPN FC
And
is
David?
back on
Was
your
David
screens
around?
tomorrow. Frank, thank you very much. Have a great holiday in Spain. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
We'll be back, of course, Friday tomorrow. I'm off. Ali, you here tomorrow?
I am not.
Oh, well, there we go then. So we don't care.